Why, hello everybody, and welcome to Misscliks D&D Seaborn. How are you guys doing this week?
Fantastic. How are you?
I am good, although it's a little warm in Santa Barbara today. Just a little warm.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like 80-something. Just a little warm. It's
That's
not
a
too
little
bad.
warm. Yeah.
Anna, how did your game go that you just got off?
It was a crazy episode, man. Got this giant tree monster. Turns out that being a werewolf gives me like super resistance to damage, which is really cool.
Whoa.
But still, I ended up getting unconscious and being thrown by the tree monster into the forest. That's how we ended the episode. But one of my friends found me, so I probably should be okay. But, that was like one of the happiest notes we've ended an episode in Barovia, so...
Are you in control of your werewolf abilities, or do you murderous rage?
So, during the day, I'm normal, except for being resistant to damage and having, like, exceptional sense of smell and hearing. And then during the night, I try to go into a murderous rage and kill everyone.
Every night, or just like full moon?
Well, at least so far on every night. But there's only been one night, really.
Okay.
So, who knows? But then they were like, yeah, we've got to try to remove the werewolf curse. And I'm like a paladin of the light, so I should not be a werewolf. But I'm like, it's fine. It's fine. I can stay this way.
Aw.
But we agreed that my werewolf form looks like Poa.
You're a werewolf Poa?
A Werepommeranian.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think that might be even more terrifying than if you were in wolf form.
Mm-hmm. But like still big, but I'm just kind of a small person anyway, so I'm like, ah.
Yeah, but it'd be like the giant rabbit from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. You're like, oh, it's oh my god, look at the cuteness of it just makes it even more scary.
Totally.
It's
That's
so
what I thought. I'm glad you agree with me, Neil.
Yeah. Great minds think alike.
Yep. How about you? What have you been up to this week?
I went to the beach yesterday and got sunburned. Woo. That was good.
Wow.
Look at though.
Yeah, it took about 5 minutes in the sun.
So
Solid.
the sunburn.
Yeah.
Where is it?
Just on my legs. It's
I got the sunburn on my shoulders, and it hurts.
Yeah.
We're all nerds. I went outside once. I got some sunburn.
I'm dying. I was there for like 20 minutes. It's so unfair.
It's Pokemon Go that's giving all us nerds sunburn, man.
Now, do you guys wear sunscreen though?
Yeah.
Sun what?
Sunscreen, the thing that protects you from the harmful rays of the sun.
You mean a roof?
You mean like dungeons, caves, like your parents' basement?
Is your voice coming through the right mic? You sound kind of echoey today.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Let me make sure I'm close.
Oh, that was it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah, so that's about all I did this week is just D&D and going outside to the beach, which was fun.
Nice.
I'm at Pokemon level 11 now. My wife is so far ahead of me. She's kicking my ass. She always goes
What
for
level
walks,
is she?
like 15 or something.
Nice.
Hey.
Yeah.
I hit 18 right before D&D today.
18, jeez.
And I'm hoarding all my evolves so that when I pop my lucky egg, I can go through one level like that. So I think by tomorrow I can be 19 or 20.
Power gamer, totally. Nice.
Smart.
What about you, V? What have you been up to?
What did I do this week? I finished a month of a workout challenge, so that was kind of cool.
Wow, it's already been a month?
Yeah, since I started that challenge. I'm on week 5 now. I'm starting it over. And then I started my glass streams again today, so that was
Yay!
back to doing art again. Yay!
How has your workout been? Has that been difficult or a lot of fun or somewhere in between?
It's both. There's some days I'm like, I have to do all this, like, 100 burpees or like 200 push-ups or something like super crazy. But it's been really awesome to see the progress. Like, I'm getting like super like rock hard abs. So I'm like, yes.
Dang.
Nice.
But it's a lot of fun and I just feel really good overall. So eating, like when I work out, I eat healthy anyways, but when I work out, it makes me want to eat healthy more because you feel that stuff when you work out. So I'm just like, maybe I don't want French fries or that burger, But it's been really rewarding. And the fact that I was, went through a month to do it and like completed the whole challenge was fun.
Does it have a
You said
name?
you're starting over right now?
I started over Monday, so it's a month challenge.
You tweet it every day, right? Like I could join in and do it with you.
You totally could. I could even send it to you every day. It's called a Jen Seltzer challenge. It's like a month challenge. So it's like every week. So there's 5 that you do every week, and you can like, sometimes I'll break it up because I'll do the cardio and it says like, oh, take a rest day or 2. So I'll just do extra cardio those days. I'll do like DDR for like an hour or 2 on stream. I'm like, all right, I got my cardio in today. But yeah, you totally could. I think you should.
I need a new workout to do, so I'm down.
All right, I'll send it to you.
All right, Jen, what about you? Speaking of Jens and challenges.
I should totally start working out. I'm still doing nothing.
I will tweet out every day if you guys want to do it.
All right.
You should bully me into doing it. Like, insult me if I don't.
I'll insult you with kind words.
Yeah. How long does it take every day? Like, how much time?
You know, it's actually really, they're not long. They're 20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes it takes me longer on days I'm tired, but I'll just keep going through it. I might take a little extra break, but I'll get through it. Sometimes it'll take me up to an hour. It just depends on the day.
Like, when in your day do you do it? Is it before bedtime or what?
I try to do it in the morning. So my way to get motivated is I immediately get workout clothes on in the morning. Like I'll get them on. So I'm literally staring at it. If I look in any mirror, I'm like, I have workout clothes on. I should be working out. So I finally do it. I do it try to do it in the morning. It feels better to do in the morning. And then you have that like workout mode the whole day, that metabolism going. But sometimes I've done it before bed, but you usually don't want to work out right before bed because it like gets your heart rate up and you don't really want that before bed. So I try to do it earlier in the day.
So I should do it before work. So yeah, in Genland there is no working out. But in good news, I have a friend who owns a scale and I weighed myself and it's been like 5 years since I did. And I'm exactly the same weight. Life is wonderful.
and you're how old, Jen?
I'm 26.
Cool.
Yeah.
Come back in 5 years. Let us know how it goes.
Yeah, sure. That's what I've been told. It's like, starting at 25, you're going to get doomed by your behaviors, Jen. And like, I'm still rolling, so we'll see.
Keep it
I
up.
remember when I was like 23 and I was like, yeah, it's weird. I just eat like all the time and it just helps my metabolism stay high.
Well, I do it all the time, but I don't eat much.
To be fair, my weight hasn't changed in like 8 years and I'm 30. But however, how do your arteries feel? That's the question. Like, whether your weight goes up or down, it's how your body feels inside. Because like I may be thin, but like if I ate something really bad every day, I know inside I'd feel it really bad, whether I gain weight or not.
Good point. Good point. I'm like, how do I feel inside?
And muscles weigh more than fat. I actually weigh more when I'm in better shape.
Yep.
All right, fine. Don't mind me. I have nothing else to declare.
Anyway.
V, you in particular might be surprised, but I've caught on the workout craze. Whoa!
No! What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm attempting to try out some vegetables. It's really scary, but I'm trying
Mind
them out.
blown.
Going on walks to catch Pokemon, actually doing indoor workout thingies. So
Wait, you're using internet outside in the world.
Yep.
Wow. Those are big
Thanks,
steps for
Pokemon
you.
Go.
I know, Pokemon Go is changing lives, man.
Wow.
I remember last week you weren't saying that.
Yeah, I was just a slow adopter. And probably for the better because it's less disconnecty from the week that you guys started out, probably.
That's true. It's much better than it was.
I got a new internet data plan.
For that purpose.
Yes.
I think everybody did.
Maybe it will make me go out more. Maybe. It's dangerous out there, I believe. Also, public announcement, please vote in the straw poll I linked in the side. It's very, very important for today's episode if you want to have a hold of your destiny. And by yours, I mean the groups.
Yeah, speaking of that, should we recap?
Well, I have one more important question for Jeffrey.
Yeah.
What's your favorite vegetable?
Mushroom. Well, if corn counts, which apparently I'm told doesn't count, and potato apparently doesn't count, even though they're both vegetables.
It does.
Mushroom is my third best right
If
now.
corn doesn't count, mushroom doesn't count.
Yeah, mushroom's a fungus.
Guys,
No,
come
it just
on.
doesn't count from a health perspective. Supposedly.
I see. Yeah, because corn's pretty sweet and starchy.
Do mushrooms
Yeah.
have nutritional value?
Some.
Good. Good for you.
So, like, which one
Yeah.
would have it been if people weren't, like, being all uppity about vegetable definition?
Corn?
Was it potato or corn?
I mean, both potato and corn are vegetables. It's just they're not that healthy.
So which
I mean, they're
one?
not.
Potatoes are starch.
Yeah, starchy.
Which
You would know.
one?
She's our professional health expert, I guess.
I'll never get an answer.
All right, recap. What happened last week? It was a lot. Does anyone remember?
I can tell you some of it.
Start us off, Jed.
All right. Let's see.
Jen was a thief last week. That's what happened.
Yeah, I remember that. Let's
My
see, let's-
spoon.
She took my spoon!
Trash food.
We went to go get a coral sword from the ashes of the town. That's how I remember the episode starting. We were like, oh damn, we lost all of our gear. We need to get back our gear. We're like in the future. So let's go get a coral sword. Everyone hates us. So we got the coral sword back. That was pretty easy. Then
But there was something going on the island, right?
yeah. Well, I mean, now there's a dragon that's free.
Yeah, and the kobolds have retaken the island now that people have been
Yeah.
gone for a month. They've kind of gone all over, and the dog face was nowhere to be seen. It looks like he somehow lost control of the kobold tribes, or has
Yeah.
maybe taken them over and leading them against you, or wasn't present.
Yeah, and we
Yeah.
do have like a 20K, what's the word? Wanted sign on our heads.
Yeah.
And Anna has a 25K sign because apparently she's our group leader.
Obviously.
Or so it is perceived. We're back in good relationship with the mermaids and our townsfolk, so that's cool. Saffron is like our little spy girl. Brimstone is taking the ice cap
Yeah.
to his own. He killed a brass dragon by the name of Huron, whatever. The mermaids are super useful. Saffron got us some information.
Yeah. She's
there's
hanging
a lot
out.
of
She's hanging out down in High Castle and uses the mermaids to communicate with you guys back up in your new lair, hidden away in Theroden's Rock, where you've got your little village of people. Sorry, continue.
And she got a lot of info, something about, like, I have the whole summary, but I'll try to summarize it. It's like something about nuns that we have to go pursue from the order of the nuns that is supposed to be dead and frozen, but they have like descendants that are probably still going to be found if we go to Yunta in Matava.
Yes, there was
Get more records.
the orb of imprisonment held by the nuns of Velmontarius before the great cataclysm that befell the world and turned Temriel into what he is now. It was used to imprison all sorts of monsters deep within the earth, and it might be able to imprison Brimstone if you can find where it is. And it's kind of been lost to the world, but there's an offshoot of that nun order in Yunta down in Matava, but you don't know where that is or how to get there. So you need to find a good map. I think that brings us to now.
Yeah. And we wanted a map of Yunta.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Ryan got a chainmail and a short sword, and we fought some guys in the nearby the forest near the water when we got to Saffron, and we saved her. And it was quite a tough fight, but we triumphed
Okay.
again.
What is Ryan's HP?
8. Let me check.
Is it 8 max?
8. Yes, 8 out of 8.
Okay.
And I'm a glorious 12.
Yes. And he has a bonus of 0 to hit, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a random guy.
Yeah.
Like, I've thought about it, and I could have made much better life decision than getting Ryan. I could probably have bought like a henchman, and he would have been a good fighter. But no, I wanted a Ryan slave that I unslaved.
Yes, you did. Now you got him. So let's hop back into game here. You guys are still down on Ridgeback Isle near High Castle. Actually, I guess you've gone and you've picked up Ryan and all of his gear. And so you're probably in that channel between High Castle and Thabin. Right down here that I'm picking now.
Yeah.
And you guys need a map.
Yeah,
Well,
a Funta.
as per usual, I have a plan.
What is your plan, Captain?
You see, 15 years ago, a cleric of my order held a very magical item, much like this boat we're on. It's a magical map, which will no doubt be very useful.
I have heard of magical maps. I once was in a land called Disney, and a strange being named Mickey the Mouse sang me a song about such a thing.
Well, you see,
Then what happened?
He was an artist, that mouse. He wanted to paint a special spot upon the map to take him to other worlds.
this must have
Polarity.
been quite a magical mouse.
But anyway, your friend, as you were saying.
Yes, well, with these dragon inlaid bones that Ryan has gathered for me, I am sure we will be able to ask Tempos whether or not this is an appropriate action. But first, I need my rest. I need my meditation. It's been a long day.
Rest you should then. But where should we go while you rest?
We could stay at Ridgeback Isle. Is that
I
where?
suppose.
Side note: is that where Saffron is right now? Or did
She's
she
taking her
come?
rowboat back to High Castle.
Okay.
I would suggest we not stay in the place where we just fought owl bears. I say we take to the sea.
Agreed. We should probably go back to our camp. It's not that far.
Yes, and you can meditate while we go.
Sounds like a plan. From what I remember, this will be quite the voyage, so we'll need to say our goodbyes, prepare our people. In fact, while we are at High Castle, if you can think of any supplies that might be useful for the people of Thirdian's Rock, this would be the time to pick them up.
Neil, do we have any insight of like what type of we should know how things are back at
Yeah, you know exactly how things are back at camp. There's a semi-working forge. They're just missing proper fuel, like coal and metal, to work. So if you want them to make anything in the forge, you're going to need to get some fuel and metal. But that you can pick that up in pretty much any town at any point in time. Other than that, they're pretty good right now. It's kind of just like a self-sufficient little community, but they can't really produce anything for you until they have the means for it. So for the time being, they don't need anything. But if you need them to do something for you, then they need the tools to do it. If that makes sense.
Can you remind me where Leech Island was?
That's where your temple was. It's far to the west.
Okay. Well, it will save us some time if we don't travel all the way back. if we have nothing to do at Thurston's Rock. The place that I am thinking of is not east, but to the west. It is north of the temple where you found me.
All right, plot us a course.
Okay. A course is plotted, and you guys head up the canal out into the big wide world, big ocean at the north. You have a mostly uneventful journey on the way up there. There are many ships sailing this channel. You see many big, law officer ships as well.
Tamriel does not take anything to chance. The day after we start going towards that, I will use my newly found dragon bones and cast augury.
And what question do you ask with your augury spell?
Will we do well to pick up this map of the greater area from the temple led by Corbin?
I will PM you the reply, which you can keep to yourself or say as you please.
And also on that day, I heal everyone up back to full. Okay. Tempos has blessed us with an answer, I say, as I complete the ritual involving the dragon bones, the skeleton playing with the bones.
Sounds very clickety-clackety, I would imagine.
The map is still there, is what I sense.
Then we must away soon.
Though, and I look at Albert, you must be careful not to express one of your vices. One of your many vices.
Which one in particular are you referring to?
There are so many.
One that you are most known for.
Being an elf.
That is not a vice.
I personally dislike the race elf, so to me it is. How about being dark, Albert?
That is not it either.
I begin listing all of his vices. Thievery, lying,
Yes.
being kind.
Yes.
Which one?
I would be most wary of the part where you attempt to obtain everything.
Thievery. He means thievery. Do not steal things. You tend to do that.
Have you been stealing things lately? And I look you straight in the eye.
Let me think. Trying to recall. I feel there was something, but I can't quite put my finger.
You must cleanse yourself of this habit. Anything you have stolen, you should return.
Yes, in fact, my vision that appeared to me said, indeed, if there are any stolen goods in our adventure, we may befall a great peril.
Which kind of peril?
The type that leads to me, except you will not be animated.
Oh, okay.
He means you will die.
I get what you mean. I remember what we stole lately. A ship.
However, we sold that ship and are no longer in possession of it.
That's probably even worse.
Unless we should do something good with the money we obtained from it.
We did. We have gotten an answer from Tempos thanks to these bones that we have obtained thanks to the ship.
Indeed.
Now onward.
So, you make it out to the big blue ocean. Temriel, you can plot them a course. It is a 3-day journey to this place. And on the 3rd day, you arrive, having passed many ships, have kind of just left you alone. The place is Aska Island, but it is very different from the last time you were here. There's a peninsula on the southeastern side, which is still in place, but where once there was a mighty river flowing out into the sea, now it's just dried up. And what once was a lightly wooded forest is now a very, very thick, dense wood. You can still see where the river used to be, but it's just this kind of dried up, craggly riverbed filled with rocks. The whole island looks uninhabited. Well, at least the sections that you approach look uninhabited.
Okay. There is no river, you said?
The river's dried up.
Am I... do we approach from the eastern side, which is where I would normally have expected to go up the river?
Yes, you have approached from the northeast. And you see the spot where the river was, but, it's dry now.
Time has not treated this river well. We should pack up the ship and head inland. Do I know about how long inland the temple is?
Yeah, it's been a while, but you still remember. And by a while, I mean 1,500 years.
Okay. What say you, fellows? Do you think I should let the 2 zombies in the hold out for our journey?
You should. If they turn upon us, I shall conquer them.
They obey my command.
I don't see an issue with it, to be honest. I mean, you're already a skeleton, so people will be freaked out either way.
Speaking of people, there is a town near that temple.
I am equipped to deal with towns, if needs be.
I only hope that one may prove a worthy adversary. My what do I have? My coral sword thirsts for blood.
Neil, do you remember what the name of those zombies are? The monster
The
type?
sea wolves?
Yes, the sea wolf zombies. Okay, very well. I go down to the hold. You 2 will join me for a walk. I point at the 2 sea wolf zombies and leave the 2 skeletons in the hold.
Okay. These sea wolves follow you.
Great. And we will pack up the ship.
You guys unbox the ship. You'll get off the ship, box it up. You are now standing on the bank of a dry riverbed. The forest before you is dense and dark. Trees are packed close together and the underbrush is very thick. It is early afternoon, maybe 1 o'clock. There's something about this forest that sets your teeth on edge. And I get perception checks from the party.
Can I do one for Ryan?
Sure. Are you gonna have Ryan follow you in?
Well, if we go in, yeah, of course.
He's one of us, Neil.
So what's... Oh, then we don't have stats for him?
He has 10 perception. Okay. 18, 17, 24, 24, 16. All right. So, V, you were the first to piece it together. There's no sound coming from this forest. Not like magical silence, but you don't hear any birds. You don't hear any, any bushes rustling. You don't hear crickets or snakes or frogs or anything. This forest is silent.
Anything else or no?
No, just unnatural silence.
Okay. It's really quiet around here. I don't hear a single thing. Do you guys?
I listen.
Now that you mention it, it is too quiet.
My ears kind of go.
I don't even hear a bush rustling. Like there's nothing.
Could it be this is not a forest at all?
Could be a mirage.
Tell me that means there is a incredible predator in here. Do any of you have any way of scouting ahead or seeing what is in the forest?
I will go, and I start trekking forward to see what is in the forest.
Well,
I'm sneaky as a rogue, so I can kind of sneak around as well, right?
yes, you are 4th level? Right? 5th level?
I'm 5th level.
So,
5th level what, ranger?
Wait, that's what I meant, ranger, not rogue.
yeah. You have a...
I have a little bit of that ability.
Yeah, you have a
don't I?
31% chance to hide in shadows and not be seen by anyone when you try, and a 40% chance to move absolutely silently. As long as you're outside.
All right, I'm gonna scout up ahead as well, but sneaky.
Okay. Let's.
And the rest of us will join them, but like from behind, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll scout up ahead further.
Right. So,
Dang it, my character sheet didn't save from last time again. Because I leveled last time. Remember?
yes. Well,
And
I can tell you how much HP you rolled.
Okay.
You rolled a... Nope, I can't tell you how much HP you rolled.
I think it was.
Oh, you rolled like a 1, right? And you got +4 for your con, so it was a total of 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But how much XP did I have? It was above 32.
I think everyone got 1,000 last time, right?
No. Because I went over.
We got 800 and something, I believe.
Why didn't this save? Ugh. All right. Well, you said I got 5 new max HP, right?
That sounds right to me.
You rolled a 1 apparently.
I saved it so many times. And I definitely hit level 6. And I feel like I was at like 3,500, but is that wrong? Maybe it was 32,500?
Maybe 32,500?
Yeah.
32 is the level for you.
Okay. We'll just say that. And then my next level is 64, right?
Correct.
1,000.
Yes. All right. So, Trellis, you go first. Before you is this very rocky riverbed. The banks go up maybe 4 or 5 feet to the forest on either side. Deep, thick vines and roots kind of burrow into the ground and out into the riverbed. Either side of this 5-foot kind of hill that forms the bed, the creek bed, is just really dense underbrush. Thick bushes with thorns, other bushes that don't have thorns, low-lying branches, logs that have tipped over. Are you headed up the river or onto the sides of the riverbed?
To the sides of the riverbed.
Okay. I would like you to make me a dexterity check. Climb up in here.
D20 plus my dexterity, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
No, just her, because she's going on her own.
I love
All right.
this.
So you pick your way up there. You can do it, but it's noisy. You're having a pretty hard time moving quietly here.
Okay.
In fact, you also have a move silently. I should have asked you for that because that's perfect. Silence. Why don't you roll a move silently check?
How do I do that one?
It's a D100, and you want to roll your percentage or below. Your move silently is 40. There you go. So while you may have a hard time picking your way through, your natural ranger abilities come through and make you move surprisingly quietly, despite the tugging on this branch or that. For the rest of the party, you see her start to climb up this bank, and pretty soon she's just gone from view, and the forest is completely silent. What do you
Except
guys?
for me, because nobody told me to stop and I was just charging forward. So I'm just making all sorts of noise.
Albert, Temril?
Okay, well, I will just follow behind Maribel.
Albert?
She's clearing away.
I will follow, but like on the side using my thief abilities to not be like identified if someone came by.
Okay.
So,
What
like,
is
I'm
your
just going-
chance to move silently?
So I'm like just like tumbling through bushes, being sneaky, not making noise. Move silently is 60.
All right, go ahead and roll it in chat.
But I also have my boots, so I don't know if it even
Oh,
matters.
right. I forgot about your boots.
I
yeah.
feel like it almost doesn't matter.
Yeah, you don't need to roll it anymore. Because your boots are
Oh.
magic.
I'm glad I put so much in that skill now.
Maybe you should pass the boots on to someone else.
Maybe Dark Albert wants more magical items.
All right. So, Trellis, you can hear Maribel loudly marching up the creek ahead of you. As you get onto the other side, cross over this fallen log, you look out into the woods, and it is just... like, you know when you're in the woods, and it's getting towards nightfall, and it gets that kind of dusky sensation where you can't quite see? It's like that in here, even though it's midday. Like, you can see, but it's really, really dim. And it kind of... your night vision and your day vision are kind of fighting each other. It's hard to see too far. Not to mention just the sheer amount of foliage around. But up here from this vantage point, you hear nothing. You see no life. Unusual.
Can Maribel see me from where I'm at? Or no?
No.
Okay. So she couldn't hear me either.
She could probably hear you, but there's too much stuff in the way for line of sight.
Okay. I kind of motion over to Maribel. Maribel, I hear you. Shh. Tread quietly.
For what reason?
What's up ahead. We need to be careful. We don't want anybody to have the element of surprise on us.
This is true. You're wise. So I start to try to be quiet, but I kind of doubt that I can be very quiet.
Give me a dex check there, Maribel.
Okay. Not bad.
No, not bad. All right, so Maribel goes from stomping and crashing rocks into one another to tiptoeing as quietly as she can. It makes a lot less noise. Those of you that are near her can still hear the rocks clattering and her hoofs smashing on things, but it's definitely not echoing through the woods like it used to.
I have hooves. It's kind of hard to be quiet.
Yeah. All right, Trellis.
I continue to look through. Like, I just kind of like trek ahead a little bit, but quietly, still staying in the shadows, and just kind of keep going, looking for anything at all.
Yeah, and we'll just continue that formation. 4 of us, 6 of us will be behind Trellis.
Okay, so Trellis is up on the side. Not that it matters right yet, but right or left side of the ravine.
Can you pin where we are on this map, Neil?
Yeah, can we see where we're at on the map?
I'm pinging it right now.
Okay, and that's Shadowwood.
Shadowwood. Yes.
How do I zoom in here? Okay.
There's the beam on the right. Follow. Are you on the right or left side of the riverbed?
I'm gonna say the left side.
Okay. And then on the river, it's Maribel in the front, followed by Temriel, and then Dark Albert. I think
Yeah, the riverbed itself doesn't have any shrubbery on it, right? It's just a clear path.
It's mostly a clear path. There are some things growing out of it, but it's mostly rock. So
I'm pretty far up, right?
Mm-hmm. You're like 5-6 feet above them, and then you're also in front.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like, can I be off to the side, or is that not possible?
Yeah, you could climb up onto the side as well. Do you want to be on the left or the right side?
Where is V?
I'm on the left.
I'll go on the right side.
Okay. So you hop
Get
up.
a 360 view.
Hop off on the right. She hops up on the left, and you guys continue forward.
We're in the V formation.
We are.
So, Can I get...
I'm also looking at the ground as I walk to see if there's anything dropped on the ground at all. Do I see anything?
No.
Okay.
Nothing at all. As you guys are walking along, Jen, what is your dexterity, actually? Jen? Dexterity?
18.
18. All right. You notice there's this really weird vine kind of hanging down before you. It comes down and then it like comes in a loop, like a slip knot almost, and it's just kind of hanging before you, off to the side just a little bit.
So, like, does it seem like a snake or more like a man-made trap?
No, it looks like a vine, a natural vine. It comes down and then it's like wrapped around itself. Just a really weird...
I love how she automatically assumes it's something dangerous. A snake or a trap?
Dark Albert's suspicious, and so am I. I poke it with a stick.
You poke at it with a stick. All right, the vine kind of wraps itself around the stick and starts to pull the stick upward.
Ooh.
It's like moving sands, except vine-based. I warned the party of this.
You call out to them?
I tried to signal them.
You can't see each other because of the thick foliage.
Wait, the people on the riverbed can't see the top two people?
Wait,
Yeah, because you got to be up and then kind of inward. You can't just walk along the side of the riverbed. So you got to like get up and onto into a platform. You kind of like weave in and out when you're on the side.
Neil, I look upwards. What is pulling onto this thing?
It seems to come from a large tree. Like
Do I see multiple of these things around me?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them hanging off the tree.
All right, I just called it out to my party.
You guys hear Dark Albert call out... What?
Be careful of the vines. It seems like it's a magical weird tree that pulls up things that get caught in it.
You are speaking nonsense.
As you say
Careful
this...
of the vines!
As you say this, Albert, you notice one of these vines is kind of like swaying above you.
Oh, well then I will tumble down to join up with my party.
You hop down and out of the way.
Do I think we're anywhere near the temple yet?
No, the temple is like a mile upriver. You guys have only gone like a quarter mile so far. But you continue. Trellis, you don't see anything on your side for quite a ways.
Wait, can I ask something to the party?
Yes, please.
What if we let the vines pick us up and bring us up?
I think you should try that.
For what purpose?
To see what will happen.
Exactly. She's a smart one.
Thank you.
Well, Albert, I would rather not lose valuable magician.
All right, never mind. I just thought it would be an interesting experiment.
I also think it would be interesting if Dark Albert tried this.
It might be amusing, but I've grown fond of having a magician with us.
I chuckle when he says magician. All right, let's proceed.
And Maribel, you are in the lead on the ground in the river. Can you make me a dexterity check, please?
I sure can, Neil.
Thank you kindly.
Is this a staying silent check? Or
Whatever. Doesn't matter.
it does matter.
Whatever. Maribel, you are walking along this riverbed when a vine wraps itself around your leg and begins to tug you off to the right side of the river.
So not like from below?
No, it's like there's a lot of vines and roots that kind of crisscross and little plants that sprout up here and there, and there's just like a vine that was along the ground, and as you stepped near it, it tangled up, wrapped around your leg, and starts to tug you to the right.
You changed your mind. You want to do the experiment.
I am conducting the experiment as we speak, it seems.
Yes, this is not a hanging vine. This is a vine along the ground, a very different one, and you're hundreds of feet down the way now.
I chop it with my coral sword.
Okay, but first I need you to give me an opposed strength check to see if you can even maintain your footing.
If I just stand there and it tugs on me and I'm like, no.
It might do that. You are a strong minotaur.
Not that strong.
Definitely not that strong. So you actually get swept all the way off your feet, clattered to the ground, and start getting pulled to the right side of the riverbed. Trellis, well, you cannot see this. You can hear her smash the ground.
I smashed the ground, or you said she did?
She does, and you can hear it.
All right. Well, I look up and then I immediately run over to her.
Okay.
Yeah, I run over too. I'm probably closer, and I will smack that vine with a mace.
Well,
I will try to hold her hand or hoof or whatever. Or hand hoof.
There's nothing near me when I get up to run over, is there? Like nothing I should watch out for?
nothing that you've noticed yet, no. Your side's
Okay.
been pretty good so far. Can I get you guys to roll some initiative as Maribel gets pulled by this plant?
Also, Neil, because my character sheet didn't save, I remember that I changed all of my to hits and to damages.
They should all the hits should go up by 1.
Except for my halberd, didn't I like major in that? So I got
Yeah.
like 8.
It should be 3 more to hit than your base attack, your unadjusted attack, and it should be +3 to damage. So it
So
should
right
go,
now I have +5 with that, and then +4 with everything else. So I remember it being 8. So was it +3 to 5, or would it be +3 to 4?
what level are you?
6.
So all your attacks are +5, and your halberd is +8 to hit and +3 to damage.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, 10, 12, 13. Ow, these are awful. Maribel, can I get an initiative from you?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what I'm using Coral Sword is for.
What? My roll is amazing.
What? My roll's amazing.
All right, Maribel, you're going first. You're being dragged on your back towards the right side of this river.
I stay very calm and just try to chop off the vine.
Give me a roll to hit. Uh, 14 will do it. And give me a damage roll.
D8 it is. But this is my Coral Sword, so it's magical.
Correct. Nice. You hack deeply into the vine, but it does not cut all the way through.
If I keep using this weapon, I'll eventually learn what magical properties it has, right?
Yes. Next person has a 10. Trump, Temriel.
Yeah. Grab Maribel, I tell those sea wolves as I run forward with my mace, and I give that vine a swing near where Maribel cut.
$16 with what weapon?
The mace.
A mace. All right, your mace smashes against the vine, but does no damage to it. Bludgeoning weapons are not too good against vines.
Okay. I have my sea wolves grab onto Maribel. I tell them, grab Maribel.
Okay. Albert.
I try to get a hold of Maribel.
Okay, so you, with the help of the sea wolves, why don't you make a strength check at +4 for the help of the sea wolves?
Oh!
You
37!
You hold her tight, and soon the vine begins to tauten, and instead of like running down the side of the cliff and out to you, now it's just like a straight line, and Maribel's feet start to get lifted off the ground as you and the sea wolves are pulling her back and the vine's pulling her up. Trellis.
go ahead and take out my bow and arrow, and then I shoot at the vine.
All right, give me a roll to hit. No, you lose an arrow. Roll again.
We're all
Second
useless.
attack.
Roll d20 plus 4.
No, you miss.
Okay.
Okay, the vine goes taut and does not move any farther. You guys have successfully held it in place. Initiative for next round.
Is it supposed to be your level, right? The plus?
No, the plus should be the weapon speed of the weapon you're using.
Okay, that's what I thought. All right. Oh.
Oh. Oh my god. All right.
Why are my rolls so good for this?
Yeah.
I waste all my good ones, man. Can I switch them around?
Jen, the vine is continuing to pull Maribel, so I need you to make another strength check with +4 for the sea wolves helping you out.
Me or Jen?
No, Jen.
Okay.
33.
God, another great roll. All right, you can hear the vine tense as Maribel is now completely off the ground, being held back by you and these zombies. God, who goes next?
You can get her, she's ours! My Minotaur, mine!
Alright, Dalgarvel, it's your turn. I guess you're just holding her steady, so you don't have anything to do now. Maribel, your turn.
I again just try to hack at it.
You roll to hit.
Nice.
Hit. Roll me some damage.
Okay. Excuse me. Can I hit it in the same spot as before and hack the rest of the way
You hit
through?
close. The vine is almost snapped, but not quite.
Get it off of me!
Tamriel.
Okay. Though I know that my mace will do no damage to it, I still, since it's taut in the air, I'm just going to kind of push it. I swing the mace at it, and then I try to push it onto the ground, hold it in place.
Yeah, go ahead and swing your mace as an attack now. Now that it's taut in the air, your mace has a better chance of doing damage to it. Oh, there you go. I believe you actually critical the vine. Yes. Roll me double damage.
Okay. Is it a small or medium?
It is small.
All right. Let's see. I actually have these as buttons, so I'm just gonna roll this, and that would be. So which part of it is double? Do I roll 2 of them?
The d6 plus 1 is double. The plus 3 is statically added.
Okay. I'll roll another 1d6 plus 1 then. So 9.
9. All right. Your mace comes down and snaps the vine. Maribel comes with a kersplat on the ground, landing on her back. Trellis, your turn.
I had a quick question. My to hit should be the same as my level,
It
correct?
should be
or no?
1 lower than your level.
1 lower. Okay.
What's your dexterity?
My dexterity is 13.
Okay, so you don't have a bonus for dex. So yeah, it should be 1 less than your level.
Okay.
Alright,
I shoot my bow and arrow again. Or I shoot an arrow out at the...
the vine is broken, so what are you shooting at?
What can I shoot at then?
Well, the vine just kind of goes up on the cliff and then just disappears into the foliage. And it's quiet. You don't hear anything anywhere.
But we're still in battle, though.
You don't have to be.
Oh, well then I don't shoot anything then.
Cool. Near the end of that round, you do, or as Maribel picks herself up and starts to dust herself off, you start to hear this, like, swishing noise coming from the cliffside above you, to the right, where the vine came from. It's kind of like a crunching of leaves and twigs, like a big, slow crunching, kind of like a
All right, my hit's saving for that thing coming.
Slowly making its way onto the 5-foot embankment of this river is this oddly shaped mound of vegetation. It's vaguely humanoid, kind of like almost like a pyramid, but with like legs at the bottom and these two bushy arm thingies. It's not really a face. There's not really a shape to it other than kind of like a vaguely pyramid with legs and arms shape that stands up on this ledge above you. We're going to roll for initiative when we come back from break, and we'll see you guys on the other side. Bye-bye.